battle lines drawn in Jammu and Kashmir. NC-PDP versus the BJP warrior-ups. Gupkar Declaration signatories meet on Thursday.
तमाम गुपकार डिक्लेरेशन पे दस्तखत करने वाले जो पार्टी हैं और जो लीडर हैं उन सबको कल जनाब फारूक साहब 4 बजे दावत देंगे.
BJP calls the Gupkar Declaration anti-India.
ये गुपकार एजेंडा देशद्रोहियों का एजेंडा है. ये गुपकार एजेंडा पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा है.
War over Article 370 escalates, and that's our top focus on India First. And this war in Kashmir will only intensify. The BJP on one side, the PDP, the NC on the other side. What form will this war take in the days and weeks to come? We'll debate that. Also on the show, India's big missile tests with tensions that remain high along the line of actual control. So India's test fired the Rudram anti-radiation missile. There's a big signal. I have Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Chairman of the Defence Research and Development Organization, joining me on the show to talk about India's missile Shakti from Rudram to Shaurya to Nirbhay to BrahMos and lots more. We'll get to that story. As always, let's get started with the headlines. So, hours after Mehbooba Mufti, the PDP chief and former chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir, was released from detention, Farooq Abdullah and Omar Abdullah, National Conference leaders, former chief ministers of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, went to call on her. The 3 former chief ministers had an unofficial meeting today. They will have an official meeting, not just they, but all the signatories of the Gupkar Declaration. And this Gupkar Declaration of the 4th of August, one day before Article 370 was debated in Parliament. All the signatories of the Gupkar Declaration will meet once again tomorrow to chart out the next course of action. What is the Gupkar Declaration? What will this meeting be all about? India Today's Shujaul Haq gets you this report.
National Conference Supremo Farooq Abdullah and his son Omar Abdullah met PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti a day after she was released from detention in Srinagar. The 3 former chief ministers of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir were detained in August 2019. Omar Abdullah invited Mehbooba Mufti to join the Gupkar Declaration signatories for a meeting on Thursday afternoon.
जनाब फारूक अब्दुल्ला साहब ने महबूबा मुफ्ती साहिबा से गुजारिश की है कि कल अगर वो 4 बजे इनके घर पे तशरीफ लाएं तो बाकी तमाम गुपकार डिक्लेरेशन पे दस्तखत करने वाले जो पार्टी हैं और जो लीडर हैं उन सबको कल जनाब फारूक साहब 4 बजे दावत देंगे.
Mehbooba Mufti tweeted to thank Farooq Abdullah for calling on her and giving her courage to work together to change things for the better. The BJP came out all guns blazing.
ये गुपकार एजेंडा देशद्रोहियों का एजेंडा है. ये गुपकार एजेंडा पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा है. जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता का इस गुपकार एजेंडे से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता ने पहले ही इस गुपकार एजेंडे को कूड़ेदान में फेंक दिया है. ये अपने आप को बचाने के लिए, अपने पापों को छिपाने के लिए इस प्रकार का षड्यंत्र कर रहे हैं.
BJP has termed the Gupkar agenda as furthering Pakistan's agenda by self-serving politicians.
इन्होंने जो छीना है जम्मू और कश्मीर और लेह और करगिल के लोगों के साथ, उनका जो हक छीना है, उनके जो अधिकार छीने हैं, उनकी जो तरक्की छीनी है और छीन करके जो है वो अपनी तिजोरियां भरी हैं. अभी तो उसका हिसाब किताब भी होना है. और इस तरह के मुंगेरी लाल के सपने देखना बंद करना चाहिए उनको.
The government insists there is no question of restoration of Article 370. Farooq Abdullah is in the eye of a storm for seeking China's help for restoration of Article 370.
उन्होंने आर्टिकल 370 को लेकर ये कहा कि हमें ये कबूल नहीं है और जब तक आप आर्टिकल 370 को रिस्टोर नहीं करेंगे हम रुकने वाले नहीं हैं क्योंकि तुम्हारे पास अब ये खुला मामला हो गया है. अल्लाह करे कि उनके इस जोर से हमारे लोगों को मदद मिले और हमारा ये 370 और 35A रिस्टोर हो.
The battle lines are very clearly drawn between the BJP and Valley-based parties.
Most of these political parties are signatories to Gupkar Declaration. It is a declaration which was signed by all these parties just ahead of that major decision in August 2019. And in this declaration, all of them have basically vowed that no tinkering with the special status of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir state would be allowed. It is really going to be interesting to see how these mainstream political parties will take this forward from here on. With cameraman Rauf Shujaul Haq in Srinagar for India Today.
Joining me on the broadcast is Suhail Bukhari, spokesperson and leader of the PDP. Also with me is Brigadier Anil Gupta of the BJP, spokesperson of the BJP, and Muzaffar Shah, leader of the Awami National Conference. But Suhail Bukhari, to you first. What's the agenda for tomorrow's meeting and what's the roadmap as far as Article 370 is concerned?
Well, as far as tomorrow's meeting is concerned, as your report clearly suggested, that there was a meeting which was held on August 4th, 2019. That was the day before the special status of Jammu and Kashmir was illegally and unconstitutionally snatched from us, wherein we had the top leadership of all the important political parties in Jammu and Kashmir who sat together and issued a joint declaration wherein it was underlined that there are apprehensions that something like this could be done by New Delhi, and in case this happens, it would be seen as an aggression on the people of Jammu and Kashmir, which would be fought tooth and nail by all of us together. And next day, that's 5th, we know that what happened, the political leadership, of course, along with almost every common Kashmiri was put under the barrel of gun. All of them were whisked away. And it's only yesterday that we saw Mehbooba Mufti being released from that illegal detention. Of course, the first thing would be that they would be meeting for the first time since that day. Of course, that aggression did take place. So they're coming together, they'll be meeting for the first time. And of course, they would be trying to pick up the threads from where they were left on August 4, 2019.
Attempt to pick up threads. Now, Brigadier Gupta, why would the BJP call this a Shadyantra as Ravindra Raina did and Deshdroh as the BJP did? Why would leaders of the NCP, PDP and other parties coming together in the valley be seen as a conspiracy and treason?
Gaurav, the people of Jammu and Kashmir have accepted one nation, one constitution and one flag. There is no scope left for subnationalism as far as J&K is concerned now. Article 370 is gone and gone forever. People are accepting it. There is no takers for the Gupkar Declaration. That is quite obvious from the fact that Farooq Abdullah is inviting China. And just a few hours back, Pakistan has declared that it does not recognize 370. So therefore, one main opponent of 370 on which they were backing has backed out. So therefore, this is a non-issue. They are trying to just get together. They want to create law and order problem in Kashmir. The Kashmiris are not with them. So let's see what they do.
Okay. Fair enough. You say you want to see Kashmiris are not with Mehbooba Mufti and Farooq Abdullah and Omar Abdullah is what you're saying, sir. Let me also bring in Muzaffar Shah. Muzaffar Shah, Farooq Abdullah was quoted as saying that China's help should be taken to bring pressure so that Article 370 is restored. Kashmiris would be happy with China ruling them. Are you one of those who support that statement? Is that also going to be a part of Gupkar Declaration? Try and get China to support people in Kashmir?
Well, we are meeting tomorrow. Gupkar Declaration is meeting tomorrow. And my friends on the panel here, particularly from the BJP, and the clip that you showed of our BJP President Ravindra Raina, why are they unnerved? These are people who are working within the parameters of the Constitution. Why are you worried? What's going to happen in Gupkar tomorrow? Don't be worried. The trouble is that you have brought misery to the people of this state after 4th August 2019. And today, with China almost knocking at our doors in Ladakh, You have made the Ladakhis today so vulnerable. And you have killed their tourism. You're killing those people there with fright. And the Pangong Lake, from 0.4 or 0.1 or 0.4 to 0.8, the decision that you took on 5th August, the repercussions is there. This is what Dr. Farooq told you. He told you the truth. You come to Srinagar. I am requesting my people on the panel here. Come to Srinagar and talk to the people on the ground. They will tell you what you feel. You're sitting in studios and talking from Delhi and Bombay and wherever you are from. Please come here and see what is happening. Forget Kashmir.
Okay.
Please go to Ladakh and see what our friends in Ladakh are telling us.
More often than
what our
anybody
people are
else.
telling us.
So don't.
Mr. Gaurav, please
I have
go to
just
Ladakh
returned
and
from
find out.
Ladakh. Don't worry. When did you last go to Ladakh?
My dear Gaurav, let me tell you one
When did
thing.
you last go to Ladakh? When did you last go to Ladakh? When did you last go to Ladakh? Before you pontificate, sir. Before you pontificate. When did you last go to Ladakh?
Please listen to me.
You went 2 years back. I came back 2 weeks back. अरे सर सुनिए ये प्रवचन कहीं और करिएगा फैक्ट सुनिए I came back from Ladakh 2 weeks ago. I have been to Daulat Beg Oldie. Have you ever been to Daulat Beg Oldie? I have been to Daulat Beg Oldie. Okay, so here we talk facts. Let me bring in sir आप प्रवचन मत कीजिए propaganda नहीं. Let's argue on facts. Let's argue on facts.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Let me bring in Brigadier Gupta. Brigadier Gupta. No. Hold on.
Have you reported from Gupta? Have you reported from ground zero, Mr. Gaurav? Have you reported from ground zero? You have not reported from ground zero.
I've been sitting in a studio and reporting. What do you mean what is ground zero? Daulat Beg Oldie is not ground zero. Have you been to Daulat Beg Oldie? Have you heard of Daulat Beg Oldie? नाम भी सुना है आपने Daulat Beg Oldie का? I have been to Daulat Beg Oldie. नाम सुना है?
Unfortunately, we have put this entire country into a fix because of the wrong policies of the BJP government. What are you talking?
They only move with the Scots. They do not come out of the houses. They only move with the Scots.
Oh yes, and you come out of your houses.
They are paper.
We don't have any escorts at all.
If you want to know how Kashmiris do things about you, go to. Oh, Mr. Keep quiet. Will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? Do you have some manners? Please keep quiet and listen to others. Have patience. Come and debate. You not come here for
hooliganism. Of course I have manners, but don't lie to the nation.
You are a hooligan. You are used to hooliganism. I am not used to hooliganism.
You are lying to the nation. You are lying to our people in the country.
I am used to civic behavior.
Let me bring in Sohail Bukhari. No, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation and let's talk to each other instead of talking over each other. And let's stick to facts.
सच बोलिए इस मुल्क को तबाह कर दिया है पूरे मुल्क को आपने.
You are. सच आप बोलिए. सच आप बोलिए. सच आप बोलिए. आप एजेंडा मत पेडल कीजिए. आप सच बोलिए. But let me bring in Sohail Bukhari. Sohail Bukhari is there in Brigadier Gupta saying only those with Z plus security are scared to come out and meet the people, and that is why they are meeting behind locked doors. Sohail Bukhari.
Well, see, the problem is that, as Muzaffar Sahab has rightly said, you will have to accept one fact that the unity among the mainstream political parties in Jammu and Kashmir has actually unnerved New Delhi. And they know that it's going to be a very difficult... Is it
Jammu and Kashmir or just Kashmir Valley? Is it Jammu and Kashmir and just Kashmir Valley?
Jammu and Kashmir.
They have no right to talk for Jammu. Jammu has totally rejected it. Even Kashmir has rejected it.
Yes, sir. You have the patent over Jammu. We know that. Please let me complete. You were just a while ago talking about civility. So please keep quiet for a while and let me speak. You can have your turn once it comes to you. So what I am saying,
go on, sir.
What I have to say is that these fancy statements that those with Z plus security are meeting. You definitely always say that you report from the ground. You would know that the only party that is getting security in Kashmir in this vulnerable security situation is BJP and its other people out here, well as other all mainstream political parties. They have been left vulnerable. They have been killed day in and day out. So let's not get into these fancy statements of Z plus security and they are meeting.
That's a fair point you raise. And let me take this to Brigadier Gupta. Brigadier Gupta, is it not a fact that the NC and the PDP, both parties fought elections? They've been your alliance partners in the past. They've given chief ministers to the state, and suddenly your party president in Jammu and Kashmir says that they are playing Pakistan's agenda, and they are, anybody who may oppose you or Article 370 cannot be considered towing Pakistan's line, Brigadier Gupta.
Gaurav, the past cannot be quoted like this. Have you forgotten Sheikh Abdullah? Sheikh Abdullah was the best ally of Delhi and Nehru's best friend. What happened to him when he talked of sedition? He was put in jail on charges of sedition. So therefore, same language these people are not speaking. They deserve jail. They don't deserve to be in the open. They are trying sedition. They are inviting enemy country to interfere in the internal affairs of this country. What do you want? I only hope tomorrow's meeting is not to invite China officially as part of the Gupta Declaration. I want to say one thing. These gentlemen must know. They must go to the Twitter and see what Kashmiri youth thinks about them. I would not like to share on the channel what one of them wrote about the Abdullahs. That if they are,
but why Twitter? See, why don't you also travel to ground zero and see what people are saying, not just on social media, but also on ground. But let me once again bring in Muzaffar Shah.
Gaurav, I have been to Srinagar.
Of course, I'm sure.
I have many friends. Youth from Kashmir. I talk to them daily. They do not want to see their faces, and that is why they are scared.
Sure. Mr. Shah, the BJP says that this Gupkar declaration will once again lead to, or these constituents or signatories will once again lead to violence in the Kashmir Valley. Kashmir has seen relative peace. It will once again see a spiral of violence. Respond to that, sir.
Gaurav, I would like to, with all my respects to the panelists there, and particularly my friend from BJP, Brigadier Gupta, he took the name of my grandfather, Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah, and he said that he was in for treason, Pandit Nehru's best friend. Well, it was then only Government of India, they dropped all those fabricated cases. After 11 years, what happened then? And they begged him that please come forward. Yes. And you say that it was done for because of treason? The entire nation apologized to Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah.
May I come back to present times
Please
once
remember
again?
That.
Sir,
my dear friend.
Let me come back to the present point about will there be violence?
Please, because he used the name. He used my grandfather's name.
Kashmir, or will the road ahead be peaceful?
Sir, I'll. No, sir. We will.
Sir, I'm running out of time on this part of the show.
Allow violence. Will not allow people to get killed. This is what my BJP friends.
Fair enough. I will let that be the last word
that people
on
should come
this
out
part
on the
of the show.
and so that you could butcher them. This will not.
Well, in a democracy, let there be a clash of ideas and only clash of ideas and no violence. And let's see what happens in the days and weeks to come. We'll be reporting the story very actively from ground zero. But for the moment, to all my guests, many thanks for joining me. I want to shift focus to the good news story, and that good news story is a series of missile tests that have been taking place in the past couple of weeks. 9 missiles successfully test fired, and these include the Nirbhay, the Shaurya, the BrahMos with extended range, the Rudram anti-radiation missile. This sends out a very, very big signal to all our adversaries. Also, you've had the test firing of an anti-tank guided missile, a hypersonic missile technology demonstration vehicle. I quickly want to cut across now to Dr. G. Satish Reddy, who joins me on the broadcast. Dr. Reddy, congratulations on the multiple missile tests and the successful test of the BrahMos of extended range. So is this the 450-kilometer range, and are you now looking, sir, at an 800-kilometer range BrahMos supersonic cruise missile test?
Firstly, yes, in the last about 1.5 months, we have done a number of tests, and as the responsibility of the Defense Research and Development Organization in developing state-of-the-art defense equipment, the scientists have been striving to develop various systems, and as they mature, they test this equipment, and that's how, as one by one the system was getting matured for the testing, the developmental tests have been taking place in the last 45 days. One of them is the BrahMos missile, which actually we have increased the indigenous content in that and tested with that, increased indigenous systems in that, which has been very successfully flight tested. So hence the content of indigenous systems in the BrahMos has been increased to a much higher value now. And this system, as the forces which are looking at various requirements, will be getting into the armed forces for all the future requirements.
Very good, sir. Very good. If I may come to Rudram, because there's tremendous excitement about the anti-radiation missile, a missile that can take down the enemy radars and communication systems. But this is, of course, an initial test of Rudram. Can the Rudram, for example, take down an S-400 missile shield of the adversary?
Yes, Gaurav. This is the first indigenous anti-radiation missile which we have tested from an aircraft. And this first trial itself has been successful, and the missile has met the objectives of the test. And so we need to do some more tests on that, and then once that is done, it will be inducted into the Indian Air Force, maybe in the next about 1 year or so. We should get inducted into the Indian Air Force.
Brilliant. So within a year, we talk about Rudram coming into the system, and I'm told it will be test fired and launched not just off a Su-30 MKI like in this case, but perhaps even the Mirages and the Tejas in the times to come. But will we have adequate numbers for deployment in terms of the situation on two fronts, sir?
See, primarily, DRDO has been developing many missile systems, and DRDO has capability to develop varieties of missile systems. I can confidently say that the country has all the capabilities and completely self-reliant in the area of missile systems. So whatever the missile system which armed forces look for, DRDO has the capability, and in the last particular few years, and particularly since last about 5-6 years, number of systems have been developed and they have been tested, and you have seen in particularly last 45 days also how many systems have been tested. So now the country has the capability to develop and also induct varieties of missile systems into the armed forces, and they're all state-of-the-art weapon systems.
Sir, we've come a long way from the initial phase of the integrated missile development program, that was started in the mid-80s. But at this point of time, can you tell us about an ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile? Because that would, of course, put us all together in a different league. Where are we with an ICBM?
I don't want to actually talk about it much. I only said that DRDO has developed the capabilities in the area of missiles, and we are self-reliant, and we meet the requirements of the armed forces.
Okay. Fair enough, sir. For the moment, many thanks for joining me. Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Chairman of the Defence Research and Development Organization, and to all the brilliant scientists, many thanks from a very grateful nation. That is all we have time for on India First this evening. Many thanks for watching. News and updates continue on India Today. Stay with us.
India Today TV, along with 70 other news channels, is a proud member of the News Broadcasters Association since 2007. We strictly follow the code of ethics and guidelines issued by NBSA. Beware of unregulated channels.
For the first time on Indian news television, Sushant's family lawyer Vikas Singh versus Ria's lawyer Satish Manishinde.
CBI hasn't found any evidence to substantiate the theory of murder, which some TV channels have been crying themselves hoarse about.
We were expecting that CBI will not give so much of importance to our case, and that is what exactly is happening.
CBI has gone back to Delhi and they are going to take their own steps. It doesn't mean that it's a low priority case.
Both sides of the story, only on the gold standard of journalism.
So sorry.
बिहार प्यार का लाला आला रे चुनाव वाला किया हो जो काम दिखाला गया वक्त आराम वाला आया रे चुनाव जरा हाथ जोड़ के जरा पैर पकड़ के जरा हाथ बढ़ा के सबसे वोट तू मांग ले रे भैया जरा मुस्कुरा के सबसे वोट तू मांग ले रे भैया सुशासन के नाम पर देता भैया 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 ओ भैया 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 तू लालू के नाम पर देता भैया 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 ओ भैया भैया भैया
खाल सत्तू लिट्टी चोखा हमको तू न देना धोखा
खाले सत्तू लिट्टी चोखा हमको तू न देना धोखा तू वोट हमको देना
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.